Afridi delighted with the work of Rana Navid, as he should be. 7 for 178 after 45. 2 overs of the bowling power play complete. A little look at the ball. Now, there's concern about the condition of the ball. Oops. Whoops.
What is going on there? That's the ball being bitten. And that's what this conversation's about. I reckon the third umpire has got a message out to the standing umpires and said he's seen something he doesn't like. And now these two gentlemen have asked Shahid Afridi to explain himself. But there's the vision. That is extraordinary.
Funny things happen in the Windy City. That may take some investigating.
Yeah, interesting, the two umpires are still together out the middle and they may well be changing this ball. Umpires right around the world are watching this very closely. And we've seen during the summer at times where there's some things get on the ball and players like to get them off. They don't like to bowl with the ball with something with some grass in the seam or a bit of leather coming off it. But players are generally directed to go up to the umpire and say, mate, can I pull that bit out? Can I tear that piece off? And the umpires, we've seen at times, will use a little pair of scissors to cut things off the ball. I suspect that biting it's not a good option.
I find it hard to believe a cricketer who's played as much as Shahid Afridi and knows how sensitive this issue is would be doing anything untoward to the ball as obviously as that. I just find that.
In the dropped him. The second chance down off the edge of Graham Gooch's bat. Sally Marrick. And that should have been caught.
Yes, no slip catches are really easy, but well, that's as comfortable as you'll probably get one. Nice height. Gooch trying to play a shot off the back foot and straight in, more or less waist high. Even had a second attempt, and the bowler's certainly not too pleased either.
No, he wouldn't be at all happy with that, and
himself got a dubious decision from the same umpire. Shakil Khan had been the executioner again when Gatting was the victim of an over-hasty LBW decision out second ball to the brilliant Abdul Qadir.
Mike Gatting's England team were in the thick of it in Pakistan in 1987 as the umpiring threatened to provoke an international incident.
How upsetting is it for the players, that sort of treatment?
Well, it's like anything. If you don't get a fair crack of the whip, then you get slightly upset, especially when you're playing against somebody else for your country.
For the second test in Faisalabad, Shakur Rana, against England's wishes, was appointed despite a history of disputes with touring teams, and he quickly gave a poor decision against Graham Gooch. So to the public slanging match yesterday, which sparked the crisis. First to what seemed an unnecessary intervention by Rana from square leg, for a legitimate change of field by the England captain.
There's some sort of a discussion there. The umpire signalling dead ball.
The cue for an equally unnecessary and undisciplined loss of temper by Gatting, which may yet lead to his punishment, though he must have had good reason to get as angry as he did. Shakur Rana, who provoked another Test captain, Jeremy Coney of New Zealand, into leading his team off the field 2 years ago in Karachi, wasn't going to oblige the England team today by walking out to join them. It was a time for attempted managerial diplomacy.
I have never seen such incident happen before anywhere, especially by the captain of any team. He just abused me, you see. I can't tell you what did he say, the words, I mean, but he used the filthy language, bad language, abusing me like anything. I have given my demand to my Secretary Cricket Board, Mr. Ijaz Butt. If he comes and apologizes in writing for me, then we can start the game. So now the matter is with the Secretary of the Board and the manager of the England team, what they decide.
For England, it's been a frustrating day. A long and fruitless wait in the Faisalabad sunshine to continue a match in which, in case anyone has forgotten, they'd worked themselves into a strong position.
Just after 2:30, the drama began to unfold as the umpires, after a routine inspection of the ball, decided its condition had been unfairly altered by the fielding side. Part of Law 42 states that if this is the case, the ball must be changed immediately, the batting side being permitted to select a replacement and being awarded 5 penalty runs. And that's exactly what happened, much to the ire of the Pakistanis.
And that was the start of a quite extraordinary sequence of events which rocked not only this match but the sport in general. The English batsman chose a replacement ball and then proceeded to smash it all around the oval. Inzi could barely believe what was happening until Kevin Pietersen went wildly at a ball when he had 96 and was caught behind. It left England in the precarious position of 277 for 4, still 54 behind. Pietersen seemed happy with his work, while back in the middle, Paul Collingwood and Ian Bell had gone about adding another 21 before bad light came to their rescue, some would say, at 4:15, and an early tea was taken. However, that was only the start of the drama. England 298 for 4, that's 33 runs behind Pakistan with 6 wickets in hand, though the scoreboard is not the story. That's the story, the fact that the Pakistan team did not come back out onto the field of play at 4:45 when the final session was due to begin. That's the chairman of the Pakistan board talking to Cameron Akmal and Danish Canaria. Those are the England batsmen waiting to go out to bat, but there are no Pakistan fielders. The umpires at this stage are already in the middle. Nothing, though, is seen from the Pakistan team. So they radio to the dressing room. They get nothing from the dressing room. The third umpire, or the fourth umpire indeed, Trevor Jesty, comes out to say the Pakistan team are not coming out in protest against what they perceive as an insult. They were accused effectively, they say, of cheating, which is not what they've done. They're therefore making a protest. There's Zahir Abbas, the tour manager and former Pakistan batsman. There's David Collier, the chief executive of the ECB, with Mike Soper on the left, the deputy chairman, talking to Duncan Fletcher and the England players. And there is a slammed dressing room door, a Pakistan dressing room door. Now then, with the batsmen out there and the umpires out there, because Pakistan refused to play, the umpires take the bails off and by the laws of the game have to award the match to England because Pakistan have refused to play. However, the diplomats get to work with David Morgan from the English board and various members of the Pakistan board. In goes David Morgan to the Pakistan dressing room. There's Duncan Fletcher, confused, as are the English players. Now, that's a board director from Pakistan on the right with the chairman, Shahriar Khan, who in the end convinces Inzamam and the Pakistan team to go out to the middle. I've no idea what Bob Woolman may be saying to the Pakistan players. Kevin Pietersen thinks this is momentous and so takes a picture of it. Inzamam knows it's momentous and does take his team out to the middle. No batsmen come, no umpires come. What do we make of it? Let's talk to the chairman of the Pakistan board and find out. Firstly, sir, can you update us on the present situation?
Present situation is that the Pakistan team is ready to go out and play. They came out onto the field expecting the umpires to follow, but it appears that the umpires are reluctant. We are ready to play, and we are in fact very eager to play and to put this incident behind us. So this is the situation at the moment. The umpires, for their own reasons, are not willing to come out just yet.
And though you're ready to play now, you obviously weren't ready to play straight after the tea break.
I tell you what exactly happened. That when we broke for tea or for bad light at the time, the team came back and they felt deeply insulted, deeply aggrieved at the slur of ball tampering. It was a slur not only on the team, but it was a slur on the cricket establishment and the whole country. That here is a team that is ready to cheat, if you like, and they felt deeply aggrieved. And they decided that they should register a protest, and to do so by holding back for a few minutes before going out into the field. Now, when that happened, the umpires apparently came round to the team over here. I wasn't there at the time, and indicated that the match would be forfeited if they didn't come out immediately, etc., etc. And that made them sit down and consider their position. Meanwhile, they'd gone out there and taken off the bails and everything. But a few minutes after that, we informed the match referee that we were ready to play. The boys came out here, and this is the situation at the moment. We are ready to play. Umpires are reluctant.
I think it's fair to say that we're all shocked and upset. Do you have any evidence of the accusation as yet?
Well, there has been an umpire's report which simply states that, in their opinion, the ball has been scuffed. Now, considering that it was the 56th over, considering that the ball had been hit all over the ground and several sixes as well, we felt that the ball was in a condition that one normally expects after 56 overs. And we know that there was absolutely no one tampering with the ball.
So your players have vehemently denied any accusation?
Vehemently, and not only that, what Inzamam feels very strongly about is that there was no indication, no consultation. No one went to him and said, look, this ball looks as though it is being tampered with, etc. And the decision was taken arbitrarily, I'm afraid. And so that's why the team had felt very strongly about it.
So no problem between England and Pakistan?
None at all. Absolutely none. We have a very good relationship. This series has been played in an excellent spirit. We feel very strongly that the excellent atmosphere has been sullied, I hope only temporarily, by this incident. But the two boards, the two teams, have very cordial relations.
Now, I have news that there is to be no further play today. That'll probably be news to you as well. That's a sad thing.
Well, I think that's very disappointing myself. I think even if we'd gone out to play for 15 minutes, it would have shown that we put this incident behind us. But nevertheless, I hope we can play tomorrow and finish this game.